Bleed black and gold, buff forever. You already know, man. It's your boy, T Green, and I'm back with another one.
Ooh, boy, what's going on? What's going on? It's been an exciting week, man. Scrimmage has gone crazy in some people's eyes. In some people's eyes, the scrimmage been looking good. I mean, to me, I've been seeing a lot of explosive plays, big catches. I've been seeing a lot of big hits on the defensive side. I even seen a few running backs truck some people. I mean, my opinion, everything has been flowing okay. I mean, hey, these boys just got in pads, man. So, everything ain't gonna be crisp. That's why we going out here and we working hard. I'm curious to see how this week go. But enough of the scrimmage talk. Did y'all hear the powerful message by T.O. and Deion Sanders today speaking on, hey, you could be at the bottom and raise up to the top real quick. And that's with anything in life. If you work hard, in this case here, practice hard, you will achieve what you're trying to achieve. And that's the same thing with life. In life, if you work hard at something and you don't stop, you grind every day, eventually you're going to get to where you going, even if you taking baby steps, and they kind of spoke on that. I mean, you got to check this out. Listen to the message, man, and let's go Buffs, baby. Who let the dogs out? Arr, 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 arr.
Please tell me, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, on your throat? Yeah. How you get your throat scratched?
Oh, man.
Y'all some nasty young kids. Straight up, right? Let's get back. Let's revoke. I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed. To be stressed. To be stressed. I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed. To be stressed. To be stressed. Let's control what we can control. And the rest, just give it to God. Handle what you can handle. The rest, give it to God. You can control what? Your actions. You can control your effort. You can control your thought process. The rest, give it to God. We're going to have a great practice today. We're going to have a great practice today. We're going to hustle. We're going to build on what transpired Saturday. Saturday, we had some good things happen. We had some really good things happen. We got to clean up some of the other stuff. But overall, we had some good things happen offensively, defensively, and special teams. We darn near had a kicker hit of what? 60 what? 65 yards. That's crazy. That's unbelievable, man. I'm gonna check you, man. I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna test you for something. Something's in your system. I don't know what it is, but something's in your system. 65 yards. But I'm proud of you. Let's go get it. I'm telling you, we build it. We right on pace to be where we want to be. And some of you guys are doing some phenomenal things. Don't take what transpired negatively on Saturday into the day. You gotta erase that and let's clean it up. Let's go back out there and let's dominate today. You still have an opportunity. Some of you guys, I'm a three, it don't matter. Where you at? Savion, last year, this time, how many reps you was getting? You was what? When you came to us, what string was you? Huh? Seventh, right? I didn't know he was, seventh string. Until we had a scrimmage, right? I said, Lord Jesus, who was that? So after the scrimmage, you was what? Like third? Okay, then going into the first week, you were what? Yeah, you ain't played to the end of the game. Then somebody got a little banged up. Week 3, you was what? Starting. You never know how this thing's gonna play out. So don't give up on you, don't give up on your dream, don't give up on your coaches, don't give up on what you have inside you. Because you never know how this thing is gonna play out. I know you recognize this gentleman over here with the shades on, looking all dapper. T.O., stand up, my boss, man. Give him a round of applause. How did you practice, T.O.?
Hard, every day. Practice harder than I played.
How did you train?
Hard, every day. 5-6 days a week. My trainer had to keep me out the weight. Yeah. That's where it started for me.
What were you coming out of high school?
When I came out of high school, probably like 185 pounds, soaking wet. Probably give that maybe a 2 or 3-star athlete. I got to Chattanooga on the heel with someone else. They came down to recruit him. They saw me make a few plays here and there, and that's how I got into Chattanooga.
So when you got to the pros, what? You weren't first string, what?
Nah.
You was playing behind this guy named what?
Play behind Jerry Rice, JJ Stokes, going into camp, wore number 15. Really honestly had no idea that I was going to even make the squad. Really had no idea that I was even going to make the team, to be quite honest. But kept working. I always talk about how I made it to the Hall of Fame. Obviously think about, I grew up in Alexander City, Alabama. Small city, small town. Go to UT Chattanooga, small school. Get drafted 3rd round, 89th pick out of San Francisco. Go into training camp. Larry Kirksey was a receiver coach. Kept working every day. Kind of got discouraged. Everything didn't happen easy for me. But I kept working. And then you think about, and you fast forward to 15 years in the league. Obviously playing behind Jerry Rice. When I finished 2nd, 3rd, 4th all time behind the greatest receiver of all time. In the 96 draft class, we had Keyshawn Johnson, Eddie Kennison, Nassim Muhammad, Alex Van Dyke, Amani Toomer, Marvin Harrison, all these guys. There was 11 or 12 receivers that went before me, but I didn't let that discourage me. So when I think about how I got to the Hall of Fame when being nominated in 2016, again, that was never my dream. I never thought I would play beyond the collegiate level. Never even thought I would get to college, but the opportunity presented itself and I made it happen. When I thought about making it to the Hall of Fame, I was like, man, how did I get here? Small school, small town, 3 Ds, desire, dedication, discipline. I had the desire to be anything that I wanted to do.
Let me tell you something about this gentleman, guys. How many balls you caught, T.O.?
My career?
Yes, sir.
1,078.
Okay, 1,078. One thing that you don't understand is, do you understand how smart you got to be to catch 1,078 balls? I'm not talking about, forget the athleticism. 1,078. One thing that most people don't understand about him, how smart he was regarding the game. In some of his battles and his wars with some of the quarterbacks through the year, it wasn't about him getting the ball. It's about the ball going to where it was supposed to go. Am I right or wrong? He was mad because quit playing favoritism with your tight end over here.
Right.
Throw the darn ball to the guy that's open on the other side. Forget me. I'm looking at this defense. I know where the ball's supposed to go based on the lineman, based on coverage.
Big misconception about me was I was selfish.
That's right.
Not the truth.
Now he wanted that rock now. He wanted that rock.
I wanted it.
Yeah, because he knew what he could do with it.
Right. Once I understood my value as a #1 receiver, everybody wants to be a #1, but they ain't got it in them to be a #1.
Lord Jesus, you preaching now.
Trust me, I've seen it in numerous cases. But once I learned and I saw what Jerry could do, I wanted to be Jerry, but I realized that I couldn't be Jerry. I could pull some of the things that he had in his toolbox and I added to my toolbox, but I had to be me.
That's right.
But when I started to learn the game, Bill Walsh, one of the greatest coaches, then he came to be a GM at some point, a consultant with the Niners. He gave me probably one of the biggest compliments ever. What he just said, he said I'm probably one of the smartest, highest IQ guys he had ever seen. For me, that was the biggest compliment I had ever received in someone like Bill Walsh. But that's to tell you, I had to put my head down, I had to put my face in the book. When I went to my room, I had to study. It wasn't easy. When I first got there, I was overwhelmed. Coming from college, small school. Came to San Francisco, the playbook was this thick. I had to learn on the fly. But you gotta keep going. You gotta put that desire in. You gotta put that dedication in. But when you get on that field, when you know everything, you can play 100%.
You hear that, receivers?
You gotta think about nothing.
You hear that, receivers?
When you know what you gotta do, you gotta know your hot read. You gotta know what the other receivers are doing. Know what the defense coverages are. Knowing how defensive players are playing you. When you know all these things, you can play 100%. I did that. Playing in Dallas, I knew my Jason Witten. He came to me in the middle of a game one time. I knew I had an opportunity to get the ball, but when I take the top off the defense, that gets everybody open. The seams are open. The underneath are open. He basically told me it was a critical play. He said, T, if you're not here on this field, we don't make this play. Those are the responsibilities of number one. Yeah, you want to get the rock, but sometimes you got to sacrifice for the betterment of the team. And I did that. A lot of people didn't know that, but they called me selfish, but it was cool. But I knew what I was doing, and I knew my responsibility as a number one. It's not always about getting the rock all the time. There's a time and a place for it, and when you need it, you got to have it. You got the coaches that know when in the right situation to put the ball in your hand, they're going to do that. Trust me. This guy right here, trust me. He hasn't called me. You guys are in the best situation you could ever be in. Take advantage of it. I'm telling you, everybody that comes through there, including me and before and after me, when they come in here, they're going to add some value to your life, one way or the other. It's up to you to pick apart what they're here for.
You already know the motto, man. Another day above ground is what? Truly a blessing. Like, share, subscribe, tune in with your boy, T Green. I'm going to be right back with another one.